Hello and welcome to the Go AppZone Build tutorial from zero to IPA in under 10 minutes. Using Go AppZone Build and Go AppZone Studio, it's now possible to create native applications. Apps built in this way can be published directly into app stores, giving your app a potential audience of millions of end users. This really is a game-changing technology, and in this tutorial we'll see how quick and easy it is to build and deploy a native iOS application using languages more commonly associated with the web. Let's get started. First, let's open up Go AppZone Studio and go to the File menu, select New Project, and select Standalone Application. Click the Browse button and select a folder to create your new project. I'm going to call this project Go AppZone Build. Click OK. I'm going to create a very simple Go app, and it's going to contain three Go components: a label component, a text box component, and an action button component. When the user clicks the action button, it populates the label with the contents of the text box. To do this, select Action Button, go to Events, and let's define an on-click event for the action button. Label1.text equals text box 1 dot value semicolon. Click OK. Let's change the text on the action button to click to change exclamation mark. Hit return, and let's give this page a title. Select the page component, go to title, type in Go AppZone Build Demo, hit return. Okay, let's see the application running in the simulator. And type in some text, click the button, and you can see it's working as required. Now let's go and have a look at the project properties. Double click on Go AppZone Build. Under the Application Info tab, select the ellipsis for application icon, create, buttons, save image, and we've assigned an icon to our Go app. Next, go to Build Settings. Under Build Settings, enter the bundle identifier for your iOS application. Go to Certificates, and under the iOS heading, select the private key. Type in your password, confirm the password, hit OK. Scroll down, and we're going to use an enterprise certificate. So select certificate, hit the ellipsis, open the file, and select the provisioning profile. Click OK. And we've got one more thing to do before we can submit this to build. Go to the theme settings and select the iOS tab, and I'm going to change the navigation bar, the background color, to a nice Go AppZone orange. There we go. So we're now ready to submit this to the build service. In order to do that, we have to log into it. So go to Tools, Connect, make sure login type is Go AppZone, and type in your credentials here. Click Login, and it automatically takes you through to the Go AppZone dashboard. If you hit Build, then you've got a list of all of your previous build jobs. Go to Project, go to Build Project, and you start the Build Application Wizard. So hit Next. iOS is the type of platform we're building for. So we're using an enterprise certificate. leave the version number, leave this at its default. Go AppZone Studio then does a prerequisites check. Everything looks fine. Hit next, click finish. And you can see it builds the Go app locally, then it uploads the package and submits the job to Go AppZone Build. You'll get notification once this is completed. Okay, so the application has now been submitted to the build service, and we can actually see our progress. If I clean up some screen real estate at the top of the build page, there's the name of the application, and you can see its status is preparing the build job. And it goes through a series of different phases until it either flags in green as success or in red as failed. In either case, it will send through a notification email. So we can see that now it's entered the building phase. This is the main phase of Go AppZone Build, and it can take several minutes to complete depending on the load currently on the server. Now it's in the finalizing stage, and there we go. Okay, we can see that the process has now completed successfully because status has changed to green and success. So Go AppZone Build will now send out an email confirming the build completed, and in that email will be a download link to install the applications. Okay, so let's minimize Go AppZone Studio. Let's go into our enterprise mail client. I'm going to go into mail, and you can see an email from the build service notifying us that the build is complete and it was a success. And within that email is a link that you click, and it takes you to a web page hosted on Go AppZone. It's got a link that says download app. When you tap on that, it says, would you like to install? So we click the install button, and that starts off the download and install of the native app onto the device. All of the images, background colors, splash screens, icons and so on can be fully customized on a per operating system basis, and this is part of the build settings for each project. If you recall that when we built this application we defined an orange color for the navigation bar at the top. So let's open the application up and see what it looks like. Okay, so you can see at the top we've got the orange navigation bar, then we've got the label, the text box and the action button. And if we type some text in now, then we can also check that everything is working as it should be. And there it is. So from 0 to IPA in under 10 minutes.